Right, so if you're looking to make a jacket, have a look at Love Sewing magazine's free pattern. It's thread count, the simple suit. Now, I've been asked by Love Sewing magazine, February 2021, just to put you in the right date. I was asked to create a jacket or suit and then put a review in the magazine for Love Sewing. So I have. And it's a really simple pattern, it really is. It's by thread count. It's actually TC02101. I'll put the number up there so you can see. The jacket is only 5 pieces, so if you're a beginner, this is really simple. The pieces are all very big, they're very blocky, very easy to cut out and easy to follow lines. All you need to do is measure your chest to get the right measurement for you. One simple measurement. You just your fullest part to find out which size you are. Now, so once you've selected the size that's right for you, all you do is cut out the 5 pieces following those lines. Really, really simple. There are only a couple of occasions where you might have trouble following the lines, and that's on the curve of the lapel where they're very, very close together, or the dart on the sleeve where you're not sure which one is yours. So I made it really easy for myself, and I just drew a red line over the markings, and I knew which one then to follow and which one to copy onto my fabric. So that was really easy. Now, once I'd made the pattern and put the jacket on, so I made a toile. I didn't have quite enough fabric for what I wanted, so I've used a black fabric to line the lapel on the front, and also the yoke on the back is lined, so I used black fabric for that. And on the sleeve I've used a bit of black there. So let me just go through what you're going to be making with this jacket. So it's a simple lapel jacket. You can have the lapel down or you can have it open. Now you can see that this piece is separate from the other front part, so you get 2 front pieces there, so that's 2 pieces already. And you actually cut a second piece for the lapel, so I've cut it in a black only because I didn't have enough of the tartan. So I've got a lined front piece there. Now if I turn the jacket, you get a long sleeve. I didn't have enough fabric to make a full length sleeve, so I've just chose a bit of black at the bottom to give me a rolled cuff. Gives it a bit of a rock and roller feel to it. Now the yoke at the back is very straight and it has a gathered back which is unlined. The yoke itself is lined, and so the only skills that you really need are a straight stitch, and you might want a zigzag so that you can sew across the seam allowances to stop the fabric from fraying, or if you've got an overlocker you can use that, or an overlock stitch, which I can show you in the video. So this was my toile. The jacket was a little bit too big in that the shoulders were falling off. Now if I balance it over like that, you can see that the shoulders are falling off. This is roughly my size. Shoulders are falling off, which meant the armhole, the sleeve was a bit too low, which meant the armhole fell down from further below my arm, which meant the jacket's a bit too tight, so I can't swing my arm very well. And that causes problems. You might think that your jacket has been cut too small. Actually, what happened in this case is the jacket's too big. So I cut a smaller size. And there, whoops, and there's the jacket that features in the magazine. So I've got this from, I've got the fabric from Bombay Stores online. I ordered some brocade and crepeback satin. They didn't have the brocade in the style I want, so I've got this embroidered satin, which is really soft on the inside, and I've got this sort of almost like a charmeuse satin, poly satin to use as my lining. I decided to go with that lining effect, and I've done the same. I've used this stone satin on the back above the gathered embroidered satin. It's beautiful. It's not quite gold, I don't think. It's sort of a rose gold there. So I'll put the link in the description for Bombay Stores and the actual fabric. So if you want to get the same fabric as me, and it is beautiful, why wouldn't you? I'll give you that link below. So I've lined again lined the jacket there, and I of course had enough fabric to go all the way. I used a stone coloured top as shown in the magazine. I cut it on the bias. Those tunic tops I've shown you how to make in previous videos, so you can see you just need to measure yourself and cut out a pattern for you to make a tunic top, or you can follow a pattern and create a different kind of top for yourself if that's what you're after. Let me show you the inside. So inside, the seams for the lapel are hidden inside the lining, so that's already tidied that away, and you've got of course the hem. But if I take this jacket off the mannequin, I'll show you on the inside that I've used biased tape to cover the seam allowances, so I've not had to use an overlocker or a zigzag stitch. Again, it's just a straight stitch, and I folded the tape in half and I just pegged it on. And once I pegged it on, I could sew it straight on, and then it gives me a nice professional clean finish to the jacket.